The tale around Sydney Sweeney's anyone but you spider bite is becoming an ever more tangled web. Sweeney revealed earlier this month that she was bitten by a trained huntsman spider while filming the romantic comedy, but it turns out she was encouraged to move her arm in a way that provoked it. The huntsman spider, when she brings it out on her hand, it's motionless, her co-star Glenn Powell tells EW. And they're like, it looks fake, so jostle it a little bit. And I'm like, jostle it. And they're like, yeah, you have to shake it to make it move. He continues, so she's having to do this insert shot where she's shaking the spider and agitating it, he continues. And I was like, why are we agitating this real huntsman spider? So that's how it happened. They coached her into agitating this spider. I'm like, of course that's going to happen. Sweeney told Jimmy Fallon that Powell was the only one to realize her screams were not merely acting. So, we're filming, and then the thing just starts biting me, said the actress. But we're in the middle of the scene, and I'm supposed to be screaming, but then my screaming got a little serious. They thought I was making really serious dramatic choices in a rom-com. This is a disaster to any actor out there. It was terrible. So no one cut. So I'm just standing there with this spider on my arm, biting me, and I'm screaming, and just everyone's watching. Glenn was the only one who was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I think this is a little real, and we had to cut. Though filming anyone but you brought Powell into contact with a stingray and both actors had to wear ankle bracelets while filming in open water to fend off sharks, Sweeney's run-in with the spider was the only wildlife incident to leave a mark. Sydney still has marks on her wrist from that huntsman spider, Powell says. That was a legitimately scary moment for her on that set. Luckily, the rest of Making Anyone But You was mostly fun and games, particularly ones organized by Sweeney. We caught up with the actress and talked about being the movie's camp counselor, filming love scenes while being airlifted, and what she thinks her character, B, and Powell's been are up to after the credits roll. Sydney Sweeney. Well, we wanted to bring back big rom-coms, and so to be able to do that, we needed to have big set pieces that took you into the Sydney harbor and getting picked up by helicopters. I was definitely prepared for it because I helped develop it, but it was fun. Tell me more about filming the scene where your jacket gets stuck in Ben's airplane seat. It seems like it would require precise choreography. It was one of the most difficult scenes to film. To get my jacket stuck without hitting Glenn, it was a dance that we had to work out and choreograph. The best part was his dad and his mom were the extras sleeping in the seats next to us filming it. So while I'm doing this absolutely ridiculous choreographed escape on top of Glenn, his dad is lying next to him, and then his mom is the one who lifts her blindfold and sees me trying to pull the jacket out of the chair. This movie really works off its ensemble energy. What were some activities you all did to build that rapport with each other? We all hit it off right off the bat, and we knew that we had something very special because a group that loved each other as we all did is very rare. I became camp counselor and organized as many activities as possible. We went to the movies multiple times. We went to the amusement park. We went on a double-decker bus tour around Sydney. We went and rented a house for Easter, and we all made dinner and camped out. We went laser tagging. We literally camped on the beach. Was there something super unexpected or particularly crazy that happened? Glenn and I are both very competitive, athletic people, and we got beat by Darren Barnett at laser tag, and we were completely shocked. Did you challenge him to a rematch? No. When I say we did the longest laser tag competition you can imagine, we were all drenched in sweat. We had to change our clothes before we went to the movies. But Darren didn't even break a sweat. It was crazy. I'm impressed by how romantic you both make being airlifted look. I assume it was actually very uncomfortable. It actually wasn't the most uncomfortable thing that I have done. It wasn't as terrible as you think it is because the harness is behind your armpits and under your rib cage. It definitely hurts your ribs after a while, but it wasn't too terrible.